permit me to share with you God's attitude about our subject matter. This from the Old Testament. Deuteronomy 18 says, "When you come into the land that the Lord your God is giving you, you shall not learn to follow the abominable practices of those nations. There shall not be found among you anyone who burns his son or his daughter as an offering, anyone who practices divination or tells fortunes or interprets omens or a sorcerer or a charmer or or a medium or a necromancer or one who inquires of the dead." That's a pretty big list. "For whoever does these things is an abomination to the Lord. And because of these abominations, the Lord your God is driving them out before you." That tells us God's attitude about our subject matter. Now, I would like to explain to you why that is so important, but I'll be honest with you, I've been talking a long time and a little bit hungry, could use some sustenance. That is a really, really good apple. That was your cue, Adrian. That was a really good apple.
I hate apples. I hate apples.
You're kidding me.
I hate them. I hate apples.
But this is a Honeycrisp.
I hate apples.
Well, I know you do, but
I hate them.
Kind of hungry. Been talking a lot here. This isn't as easy as it looks, you know.
Right. I mean, I hate them, though. I absolutely hate apples. Yeah, I hate apples.
I know, I heard you, but clearly, look at how pleasing to the eye this is.
I thought you were my friend, and I hate apples.
Well, I am your friend now.
But I hate apples. And you're eating an apple, and I hate them.
But I enjoy this.
But I hate them. I hate apples.
Wow, legalist. Now, I should have timed this a little bit better. What would you think of me if hearing that my friend disdains an activity, disdains an object, but I went ahead and did it anyway? I think that that's the third principle. God hates divination. God hates witchcraft, sorcery, as much as I suspect you hate seeing this apple rolling around in my open trap. What would you say of a friend who didn't listen to your concerns, how you felt about an activity or a thing, who just persisted in doing it? You'd say, well, don't you care about me? And I think that's the principle that should guide us through this. And you're probably thinking, no, this category 3, this is the more legalist position. Actually, it's not. I think that this is a very, if you will, liberal position in that it allows you to figure out what you're going to read based on your love for God and an understanding of what He hates. Am I going to tell you, read this, don't watch that? I'd like to, but I don't think that that's what we do with this verse. Instead, I think the best application of this verse is to have a clear understanding. God hates this. I mean, He really hates it. He drove people out of the land because of this, and He told the Jewish people, you do these things, and I'm going to whack you for it, because He hates it so much because it's counter to who He is. It's the opposite. It's darkness, and He is light. It is evil, and He is the best. Why then would we ignore that and just do whatever we wanted to? We wouldn't and we shouldn't. And I shouldn't tell you exactly what to consume, what you should put into the DVD player for your kids. That was a dated reference, and I get that. However, I would simply say to you, understand what God has done for you in Christ. Understand what He loves, what He hates, and now take that knowledge and apply it to Wizard of Oz, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, Harry Potter, anything else that you read to your children, based on your love for God and your knowledge of what He loves and, yes, even hates. Well, there's no place like home for conflict. Got any? We've got a resource on biblical reconciliation that will help your relationship be better than it was before the conflict. It's outstanding, this resource, and many more at wretched.org.